What's up and welcome back to Cleats to Us, a podcast. I am Brad Valdez.
I am Kevin Watson.
And we are here at the Minority 7-on-7, and we got a friend of the pod, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself real quick.
What's going on, guys? Marcus Harris, Offensive Coordinator at W.E.B. Dubios.
Let's go, man. Hey, like I said, friend of the podcast,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Very, very honored to have you on.
Absolutely,
last season. And hey, you say, hey, old face,
Yes,
new
sir.
place.
Yes, sir.
How's it feeling, man?
Man, you know, everything happens in God's timing, man. Very organic, very ordained. Been there for about a week now. It's a great place. Total buy-in and commitment from an admin, commitment from the head coach, and it's a wonderful feeling to be back in this business, man.
And they got a great athletic director, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
One
sir.
of the
Absolutely.
class men in the city.
Absolutely, man. Coach Farmer, man, is a near and dear friend of mine, and he is one of the ones that help organize and orchestrate this thing along with Coach Durant.
Yeah.
And so, yes, I would agree with you that Coach Farmer is one of the best in the business.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the news bust on Twitter,
Yes, sir.
First thing I did was call him. I said, "Let's go." I
Yes,
said, "The
sir.
boys just got better."
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
I'm humbled and honored to serve because that's what it's about. It's just about serving these young men and operating in the gift that God has given me.
That's going to be a special place.
Yes, absolutely.
You give it 3 or 4 more years.
Yes, sir.
That place is going to be special.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I'm gonna hey, it looks special
I
right
like
now.
what I see now. I'm just saying,
exactly.
No,
Hey,
you know what
yes,
I'm
sir.
saying? No,
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
it's still in the infancy stages.
Yes.
It's got to grow a little
Yes,
bit, but
yes.
hey, they're on the right track.
You know, and when we left, Durant's interview, we were like, man, I wonder how many numbers they're gonna have. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? Because we're like, spectacle, like, oh, what's good,
Yeah.
they're not gonna get numbers.
Right.
Yes,
Man,
yes.
I just looked over there when we got here. And I was like, yo,
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's growing steadily day by day. Like I said, man, just a great infrastructure, just a great place to be. It is something that if you build it, they'll come.
Yep. And I've asked you this thing, talking about adversity.
Yes.
You know what I mean, and how you deal with the stress of all the things. So you had a little bit of adversity happen this
Absolutely.
off season.
Yes.
We
No,
don't need
really?
we don't need to get into it. You
No,
know what I
absolutely.
mean? But how. You know what I mean? Leading these young men.
Absolutely.
We talk about adversity. You know what I
Yes.
mean? I just had adversity happen to me.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But I'm trying to deal with be a man.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah.
And
Man.
prime example right here.
Yes,
Right,
sir. I
exactly,
appreciate
man.
So
But
talk about that a little.
Yeah.
How you're feeling moving on to the next stage.
Well, like I told you, man, everything in God's timing,
Yeah.
everything in His perfect will, and like we tell guys in this business, adversity either builds character or reveals it, and so we're not exempt from adversity. We're not exempt, and it's kind of a mirror situation when kids are able to look at you and see the transparency and say, hey. Coach is going through adversity just as we would in life or we would on the field. And so we use that testament as a testimony to show you that if you stay resilient and you persevere, man, good things happen.
Yes, and actually, hey, a great follow on Twitter, man. And you know what I mean? And you post a lot of stuff, man, about, being a man of God.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I love that because that's what we need more of.
Absolutely.
In the coaching game.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And not shying away from that and saying thank you every day, man.
sir. Yes,
I love it. And I'll actually put his Twitter handle down and
appreciate
give him a follow, man. But this was just an update. Get an update on you, man.
Yes, sir, man. Well, I'm so glad to be on with you guys, man. You guys have followed the journey. You guys have followed kind of where I was, where I'm at, and I encourage you guys to continue to follow W.E.B. Du Bois. It's an upcoming program. Coach Durant is doing special things there, a special group of men. So I endorse it, and I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, and what was that one selling point, man, that just wanted you to go over there? Is it just the men that are there, right?
Well, yeah, the quality of men, the quality of the infrastructure. From admin, just being able to interview and, sit down with them and kind of network a plan. And it was more personable. It was one of those things to where, great admin and Dr. Hunter, she's doing a phenomenal job over there. And, being under a leadership and a tutelage like that, it's an opportunity for me to grow, opportunity for me to be better. And so, when I felt right, felt good about it, and that was the first thing. The coaching was secondary. It was about being in a special place where the mission is to serve and support kids. And so that was something that I can get behind. And like I said, me and Coach Durant sat down and talked, and it was a good fit for me.
Great fit.
So
as soon as I saw it, was a great fit.
It was a great fit, man. So to God be the glory.
I'm just glad
go,
I don't have to play against you anymore.
Hey, we were out. We were out here at the Minority 7-on-7, man.
Great event.
Talk about the brotherhood you guys got out here,
Absolutely, man. And you talk about that word adversity and transparency, man. Coach Anthony White is one of my good friends, near and dear to me, man. And he is someone who I bounce ideas off of. From time to time, to see him as well as other coaches be able to organize, such an event to where you got a packed house today, you got great talent, you're putting the state of Kentucky on the map. You got good coaching all around. It's a class act event. So, to be a part of it, I was a part of it last year. And this year to be able to come back and serve in this capacity, it is truly a blessing. But, it's only going to continue to get bigger. He started at Atherton last year with humble beginnings. And after he left Atherton last year, him and I talked, and he was like, we're going to do it again. And we're going to do it again and do it again. So to be able to see this come to fruition, I am so proud of him. But I'm so happy that, he's sticking with it.
Yeah, and at the end of that 7-on-7 last season, there was a little squabble. hey, I don't know what happened, man, but there was something happening. Boys being boys, you know what I'm saying?
That's two competitors.
The competitive nature, man. The competitive nature, man. And what's so crazy is that is one of the things why we arranged that game when I was at Shelby, man, just to give a different perspective. And, it's a little different, when you go out and play different opponents and different head coaches. But when you're able to line up against your brother, win, lose, or draw, it's a great feeling. So, much love and respect to Coach White, man. He's doing a great job at Atherton, man, and we expect big things from them this year.
Yeah. Hey, man, and this guy, he's a sneakerhead, man. Okay.
Yes.
Hey, so we got to get your favorite sneaker, man.
You can't look down today, man.
He's got the Dubios
Oh, look at him. He said that. Hey, keep your eyes up,
I got
Coach.
on the Nike free runs today. Favorite sneaker, if I'm going to go Jordan, I'll go
13s.
Nah, not 13s. You got the Raging Bull 5s, the Oregon 5s. I'm a little exotic, man, but we'll stay there for now. I got a lot of stuff in the collection, man. A lot of my brothers and friends are sneakerheads. So
what size you rocking with, man?
Size 11, brother. Size 11.
You can't help me out, man. You can't help me out. I was just gonna take the ones you didn't want no more, man.
Listen, man. We got some stuff in the closet, man. But yes, Raging Bull 5s. We're gonna do that one for today.
Okay.
There we go, man. And this is just an update on you, Coach, man.
Yeah.
The news broke, and like I say, I'm happy you're in a good spot. You're in a good place with men that you respect, and that respect you too.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Good
like
stuff.
I said, to God be the glory, man. Thank you guys for having me on. Excited, fun-filled day, man. And you guys make sure to tune into this podcast. Two great gentlemen here.
I got one request.
Yes.
And that's to keep Brandon Cosby in line.
Yes, sir.
If you keep him in line, you're coach of the year right there.
Absolutely, man. B. Crosby, we going to keep you in line,
the
brother.
mayor, man. He's something else.
Hey, listen, this is the. I'm so happy that you're part of this podcast, man.
Absolutely,
and you really see the vision but you know what? Spotlight one guy that you know what I mean, a couple on this team this year that you've been working with.
Man, it's still relatively early, man, but there's some dudes here. I've been watching a lot of tape. Of course, you got to get familiar with your personnel and players, man. You got Santee Brock, number 2, who played quite a bit of minutes for them. You got number 52, who played some Mike linebacker for them last year. You got number 9. I'm still getting no name.
QB1, man.
Hey.
You gotta get him in line, man.
I call him B9. I give him nicknames, man, because you try to remember them.
I know who you were talking about.
But you got some guys who are showing flashes, and in the like you said, in the infancy stage, man, you just want to see who can do what. Friday night is still a long time away, but those guys, number 35 Jabari, they are playing some good football, man, and they're starting to understand the game concept, what we're trying to do with them. So I'm excited for these guys.
So without giving away too much,
yes, sir.
I know you're going to do your thing.
Yes,
Are you totally revamping the offense or
No.
doing a little mix of what they were already doing?
Yeah,
or?
so absolutely. Just in conversation with Coach Durant, with us putting this thing together, he believes in, everybody having input as an offensive staff. That is one of the things that he hangs his hat on. So there are some good dudes around me. Coach Kreit, who coaches the quarterbacks, Coach Nelson, who's actually the running back coach and the co-OC, Coach Buck, who's the O-line coach. And, so just because you see me calling the plays and navigating, I'm not the sole proprietor behind it. I like to give guys credit where credit's due. Coach Leach, who coaches the tight end. So we got a lot of knowledge on one side of the ball, man. So I would be remiss to not give those guys credit.
There you go. Respect
Hey,
it.
listen, hire and fire is on me, though. I'm
Yeah,
responsible on Friday night.
And let me tell you, this guy's system, I know I coached, was it 2 years ago we
Yes.
played you guys?
Yes, sir.
And it was like, if he gets the dudes
Yes.
that can operate and do what he wants, I think that was your problem that last year at Shelby.
Yes.
You didn't really have the dudes that could do what you wanted.
Yeah,
But you could see in the plan,
Yes, sir.
was there.
I
The
appreciate
execution
that. I appreciate
was
that.
where you were lacking. And
Yes,
that's
sir.
not your fault.
Yeah.
It's just, if you can get some dudes at the boys,
Yes, sir.
hey,
Yes, sir, man. Well,
gonna be left. Scoreboard's gonna be like a pinball machine. I'm telling you.
Well, I definitely appreciate that, man.
And I do want to do one thing that, and I'm very proud of the guys that I interviewed last year for Shelby County. Stand up dudes, man.
Absolutely.
And they had your back.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing.
Oh,
That's
those
how
are
you
my
know.
babies,
Hey,
man. Those
that's
are
how
my
you know
babies.
But you know what?
Those are
Stuff
my babies.
happens,
No, but-
and you
man.
move on,
That's it.
and everybody's better for
But
it.
they had your back, and they
Yeah,
still love
absolutely.
you to this
Yes,
day,
absolutely.
man.
Even the
man,
guys
to
we
this
talk
day.
to now, they never a bad word, never a cross
Absolutely.
word.
And-
It's all love and respect.
And that's how you know impact, man.
That's
Life's
right.
good, God's better.
That's
That's-
right.
Amen, man. Let's go, man.
Yes,
Phenomenal episode, man. But like we always say, everyone has a story.
We're here
Yes,
for
sir.
them to tell it.
Cleats to Whistle podcast.
Appreciate
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate it.